My name is Chad. On this channel we like to make stuff, and this is another unboxing from the Game Crafter because I made another game. I know you've already seen the videos about my game Bomb Run. Well, what's in this box is an expansion or an add-on to Bomb Run, and we're going to open it up and see how it looks. The whole idea of this summer's game design contest was to design a game based on the concept of those old choose-your-own-adventure novels that we used to read when we were kids. This is a game called Winged Boot, which is all about what happens once you hit the ground in enemy territory after you've been shot down over Europe in World War II. It's always very exciting getting packages from the Game Crafter because it's something tangible that I made, and that's just very satisfying. Alright, so, okay, got some components here. Got some little stickers, and I'm going to get into what all those mean in another video, I think. Okay, packaging, make sure there's nothing underneath the packaging. Now this game does not come in a box. Adding a box to a game, especially a box of this size, adds about $10 to the cost, and I just don't think it's worth it. The game consists of this book, and the entire game is played on this book as the game board itself. It's got some counters, some circular round counters that you're going to punch out, and this bag. Those counters are going to live inside this bag. And I need to see if this bag is even big enough. Now this game is what you'd call a proof copy. It is the first one that the Game Crafter actually makes the producer buy, so they can get it in their hands and they can look at it before they sell it. So now that I have it, I could actually release this for sale, but I'm going to go through and make sure the game works well, make sure everything in here looks good, and make sure all the components fit in this bag. If they don't fit in this bag, I can choose a different bag that's bigger, and I may need to do that. I don't know yet, so that's one of the things we're going to test. So again, Winged Boot is based off of the old Choose Your Own Adventure books, and it takes off from the point of successfully bailing out of your shot down bomber and getting safely to the ground. So first off, this card comes with a whole fresh crew, 10 members of your bomber that you can either use to play without Bomb Run, or you can take these 10 crew and add them to your Bomb Run game. There's 10 new characters that you could choose to play with. You see the co-pilot right here on the top of the stack. Okay, so, and here are the tokens that we're going to need. I think there are 70 or 80 of these, and they will all go in here. And here is some stands and little clips that we're going to need to use. So let's check out this book. First of all, it's coil bound, so it's going to open and lay flat very easily. And it's got this linen finish. I think you can see that as it reflects. It's just kind of an effect that they put on this cardstock. This is very shiny. It's got a finish on it that is just, I don't know, plasticky. The name Winged Boot, for those that flew out and walked back. And this is what the Winged Boot badge looked like. Again, it was unofficial. Okay, very, very nice colors. Okay, the Winged Boot, also known as Later Rivals Club. I'll hold this up so you can read it. Okay, push pause as needed. Okay, so inside cover, and then this page intentionally left blank. Okay, this is part of the key mechanic of the game. You're going to go ahead and follow the directions. It says cut the solid lines and fold the dotted lines. So this is going to make like a little chart that you're going to put these clips on to kind of mark mark some important information. Okay, so here is the first problem that I already realized after this went to print. So this page is correct. This page, however, needs to be here, the very last page, because this side folds out and this side folds up. This piece folds up, so you're going to have a chart at the top of each page and a chart out to the right side. However, this page being where it is, you're going to have a problem with the chart being here and here upside down, because these charts need to be visible while the book is open to any page. So I've already made that correction. So what I'm going to have to do here is, well, I've got two options as I see it. I can try to uncoil this whole book, move the page to the back and recoil it. I don't really want to do that. That seems very tedious, and I don't know if I'm even able to. The other thing I can do is cut behind each of these holes on this page and turn to the last page and slip it in here, and you know, that'll just be how it is. And yeah, anyway, so I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay, table of contents. You got rules, you got the scenario set up, you got some charts here, and evasion maps, which is where the bulk of the game will be played. And then you've got these encounter paragraphs. It kind of gives you the narrative as you flow through the problems that you're going to have to solve in order to evade capture. Okay, very, very clear print. I'm digging how well printed this is. Good size letters. You don't have to squint to see them. Yep. So there's not a whole lot of rules pages. I think I've only got 10. Okay, here's 12 pages. Okay, 14 pages of rules. But I think they're very clear and concise. One thing I'm going to do first off is, one thing I'm going to do after I repair the misplaced page is I'm going to give this to my 14-year-old Casey and just let him figure it out without giving him any pointers, advice. So that'll be like the true test of how valid these rules are. I'm going to say, here, play this, don't ask me any questions, and see how it goes. Okay, so that's the rules. This is the first page of the game. You're going to figure out where exactly you were shot down. So this game does not require bomb run. It can be played straight out of the box. You don't need any other game to play this. So even though it's an expansion, I'd rather call it an add-on, but it's also a standalone game. And what's more, you don't need to play it with bomb run. There are other types of games that deal with the B-17 bomber, such as B-17 Queen of the Skies, which is a classic game, and then there's also a game called Target for Today. You could play either of those games, and if you happen to get shot down in either of those games or any of the games like that, then you can easily continue your story with the survivors and play Winged Boot until you can get back home and start a new game of B-17 Queen of the Skies or Bomb Run or Target for Today. Okay, so figure out where you go down. The whole idea is that you have to get back to, or get through to Spain, which is where the resistance is supposed to take you, and then Spain makes efforts to get you back to England, and you can continue bomb run. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is figure out where you go down, and then you've got your initial scenario, which tells how your plane goes down, what happened to you, what happened to your crew, and how hard you hit the ground. Once you hit the ground, there are a series of instructions that tell you which map to turn to. So maybe you landed here, and now you've got to get through. You're always trying to exit the top of the map to make progress towards Spain. yeah, I'm not going to get into the details. That'll be a separate video. At the bottom of each of these map pages is a set of charts. They're all the same on every page, so you can go ahead and follow those without flipping through to different pages. Okay, these are the tokens and what they mean. Tokens being these little circles that you punch out. Yeah, every map is different. Yellows are roads, red marks are civilizations, so you usually want to stay away from those. Okay, I'm very much impressed with the print quality of this book. Okay, so blue is obviously water. Provides a different challenge for crossing that particular obstacle. You can see every map is very colorful. You know, it's obviously fields and trees. Yeah. Okay, so here we get into that's 58 pages here. This is the 59th page, and now you're going through different paragraphs, and the paragraphs tell you to do different things, and they might tell you to roll a dice, they might tell you to draw a token from the bag, and you're going to have to react to whatever situation is presented to you in order to get back to the maps and continue your progress towards Spain. Okay, there are how many pages here of paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, five pages of paragraphs. And then, of course, the back page, an opportunity for advertising. Bomb run. And then on the back cover, you got this nice, I guess, leather look. It's really cool. Of course, this is my barcode that sends people to everything I do. This is my little game company logo, and from the mind of Lieutenant Colonel retired Chad Rigg. I like this a lot. This is it's very sturdy. The cover is thicker than the pages. The pages have a glossy coat to them. I think this is a great addition to Bomb Run. Just gotta play through it now and see how it works. Of course, I've played it on a prototype version, but this is real. All right, let's check out the cards. Okay, so first of all, you got the resistance. This is basically tells you what resistance does, and it gives you some icons for how they react. And picture of 3 dudes out there to cause trouble for the Nazis. Okay, then you've got 3 different types of civilians. These just represent basic types of civilians that will come up in on your board as like pawns. So you got a civilian man, you got a civilian child, and you got a civilian woman. And it tells you exactly what they do, how they operate, how they move on the map board. It gives you characteristics for how they move. Different icons. And then you've got the same thing for your enemies. You got different patrols. So you've got 3 different patrols. You've got a canine patrol. And then you've got a foot patrol. And you've got a mounted patrol. Depending on which tokens you draw from the bag tells you which patrols are getting populated on your map. Then you've got an enemy agent. That guy can be a real pain in the butt. And then you've got your fresh crew. They're all named. Andy Bowman, for example. There's still a chance that I might change the names on these. Except for the navigator, William Bridge. He's a permanent fixture. And then the radio operator, these are based on special requests from customers of Bomb Run. Where is it? Radio operator. Dan Emmy. So this was actually somebody's grandfather that was a radio operator on a B-17. So he wanted his granddad's name on the new radio operator. So yeah, these are compatible, of course, with Bomb Run, and you can use them as replacements as you want. What do you say we punch some tokens and see how they fit in the bag? Okay. This is a symbol for a mounted patrol. This is a clue. This is a symbol for your navigator. There's always something kind of cathartic about popping these out. Let's test these stands. Okay, so if you draw a mounted patrol, you take it and you put, oh nice. So this becomes a playing piece that moves around your map. So it's just a stand. I wish it would be a little tighter because they don't really fit perfectly. I mean, they fit good enough but not tight enough that you can just lift it and the whole stand comes with it. And then if you damage this patrol, you flip it over upside down and it says he's at half strength. Okay. Oops. It's your civilian woman. So these are laser cut and you get a black soot mark on there. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend, if you get this, then go ahead and get a paper towel and clean off all the edges. It only takes one time. Because that soot then gets on the pages and it just makes a mess. Okay, this is your token that indicates day or night. Okay, different things that you can pick up along the way: food, a disguise. Civilian man. This is what is this? This is the resistance token. Okay, this is your starboard waist gunner, your radio operator, your pilot, tail gunner, port waist gunner. These are tools, a pistol. You may be fortunate enough to have one of those. Okay, here's your Canine patrol, foot patrol, a compass. Okay, this is a clue. You can leave clues and hide clues as you move along. You obviously don't want a clue left behind. Alright, your civilian child. You can even acquire an automobile. That'll make things a lot easier for you. Alright, now so this is your agent token. And this is a bandage, a bicycle, also makes things pretty easy for you. Your bombardier and your ball turret gunner. Okay, that's all the tokens. Let's see how they fit. Ugh. It's not looking good. I might have to get a bigger bag, which of course adds a little extra cost, but we'll see. We shall see. You know what? It might be good enough. Oh yes. Oh. You know what? It's perfect. Okay, well, for storage purposes, these would also go in here. You know, between games, because it doesn't come with a box. Oh my gosh. It's exactly the right size. Yeah. Look how sooty my hand is, so definitely you're going to want to get a paper towel and clean off the edges of your tokens. And it tells you right here exactly what to expect with the slight amount of soot on around the edges, so it can quickly be wiped off. They will also have a campfire-like smell for about a week after being taken out of the bag. Hey, the best way I figured out how to clean the edges of these tokens is to get yourself a wash rag, get it slightly damp, and stack up your tokens like a bunch of coins here, and then just roll them over your wash rag and you get some perfectly clean. Here's before. And here's after. Okay, the stickers. Now this is a little tiny sticker that is of the winged boot. You see on the new cards they've got a winged boot. So if this guy successfully evades capture and completes a game of winged boot, then you can fill that in. And for all future missions, he is experienced in escaping and evading in enemy territory, so he's going to get a bonus if he plays again in the future. So the old cards that come with Bomb Run don't have that icon, so now you can add that sticker to the new card, or to the old card. So they can also escape. Your original crews can also escape and get that same credit. Alright, this page is in the wrong spot again. It's already corrected, so you won't have to worry about doing this. This page now goes all the way in the back. So like this, it'll be exposed through all the pages in between. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the pieces first, the fold outs. Again, we're cutting the solid lines, folding the dotted lines. And it tells you all that right here. Number 1, it says fold up. Here's the number 1, fold up. Okay. Number 2, fold back. It says hold down and reinforce with tape. And then right here it gets pretty thin, so I'm going to tape it here too. Hopefully this lasts me more than 3 or 4 page turns. So you got the regions 1 through 7, and you got initiative draw over here. That probably doesn't make any sense to you right now, but it does after you've read the rules. Okay, and then when you're done, you fold it in and close your book for storage. So this is my game, Winged Boot. I hope it's caught your interest. It's a standalone game, but it's also an add-on to Bomb Run or any other B-17 type game. You got shot down, and now you're playing a new game with the crew that survived your last game. So I think that's a pretty cool concept. And then the crew that has made it back to England can then be reassigned to a bomber in your previous game and continue on from where you left off. Winged Boot is part of an ongoing contest at thegamecrafter.com right now. It's already made it to the semifinals. With luck, I'll make it to the finals and ultimately win. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully you're able to enjoy that experience with me. So I'm going to make Winged Boot available on September 24th for purchase. That's my birthday, and it would be a great birthday present if you were so interested in this, and go and pick up a copy for yourself. Thanks for watching the Let's Make Stuff channel, and I will see you next time.